boy Biz back with another video, of course. This is weird because usually I'm recording all of my videos on my stream. This link gonna be down in the description. Twitch, that's Biz, gonna be down in the description. Before we get started into the video, like, comment, share, subscribe. God bless you all on this Sunday, this August 24th, but it's gonna be going up on Monday. My upload schedule is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, Eastern Standard Time, I believe. My Twitch streams be every single night. Well, I'm working on it being every single night. I'll be streaming consistently. But with that being said, we're watching. Streamer nearly beat a man to death on stream. Penguins, of course. Moist Critical. I think I kind of like seen like a little bit of this on like, you know, it's been going over like TikTok and shit like that.
Unbelievably crazy week on Kick. I was just talking about the French streamer Jean Parmenov, who passed away in his sleep on stream after a marathon of abuse from some other streamers.
What?
And just now, I literally just finished streaming Resident Evil 6, and I was taking a little tinkle, and I got sent a little something that is so diabolical, I had to hop back in the saddle and yap about it. It is incomprehensible that yet another potential death was just streamed on Kick. I'm recording this an hour after it happened, and the victim is currently still in the ICU, so I guess by the time I post this, I'll know whether or not they passed away, but I'm going to keep this part in here right now because it's up in the air. A Kick streamer, Raja Jackson, who is the son of Rampage Jackson, and also a professional fighter, just went fucking ballistic on a wrestler during a wrestling event on stream. He picks the wrestler up, slams him on the mat, and then lays down 27 punches to the man's skull, most of which were delivered while he was unconscious. And by the end of it, he is bleeding and bloodied. They couldn't wake him up. They said he was barely breathing, and someone even used the word flatline, that he was flatlined in the ring. This is not fake. This is not scripted.
I didn't really see like the leading up to. This is like besides the fact of the video. This is besides the fact of the video, right? That nigga is big as hell. It's the fact that nigga easily just picked him up with like with the simplicity. And it's like another thing is the ref and it's people like, if you're wrestling and it's like the punches being thrown, I feel like it could have been prevented. You could have brought it up off of him instead of, I don't.
I did my best to censor this. It is brutal. It is extremely hard to watch. I also cut the clip short, but they pan back and he is covered in blood. Raja Jackson is a professional fighter who has unloaded, I counted 27 blows to an unconscious man. And they all are connecting. This is not like fake. It's not like he's pulling any of his punches. They are all hitting squarely on this man's skull, bouncing his head off of the mat. And I said most of them were when he was unconscious. All of them are while he's unconscious. When I watched it back, it's clear that when he slammed him on the mat, his head hit the mat and it knocked him out immediately. So all 27, potentially more, punches that he threw were on an unconscious man. That can be fatal. That is most oftentimes fatal. And he wasn't done either. It's not like he just stopped and said, okay, well, that's plenty. I've had my fill. He was still going. The only reason there weren't more punches thrown by him is because the other wrestlers were able to separate him. But he was fighting against them to go back and keep beating this unconscious man. He probably wouldn't have stopped punching him until his head popped like a balloon. It's extremely scary, and even if he does pull through, This could have life-changing repercussions with
Oh
brain
my
damage and so many
gosh.
other complications for the rest of his life if he even survives, which we don't know yet. He apparently flatlined in the ring and is currently still in the ICU, and we don't have any updates. This is terrifying stuff. Hello, it's Charles, first thing in the morning here, and we don't have a ton of official updates on the condition of that wrestler, but the father of Raja Jackson, Rampage Jackson, gave an update where he is saying that Psycho Stu, that's the name of the wrestler, is alive and is stable. And he also says that he's clearing up misinformation about his son. But then in his statement, he doesn't clear up any misinformation. He just confirms what everyone already knows, that this was completely out of control, inexcusable behavior that Rampage Jackson also doesn't condone.
I want to clear the misinformation about my son Raja. I've been confirmed that the wrestler, blah blah blah, I'm not saying that name, is awake but unstable. Raja was unexpectedly hit in the side of the head by him moments before Smith's match. Raja was told that he could get his payback in the ring. I thought it was a part of the show. It was bad judgment and the work that went wrong. Raja's MMA fighter, not a pro wrestler, and had no business involved in an event like this. And I'm concerned my son's actions at all. He suffered a concussion from sparring only days ago and had no business doing anything remotely close to physical contact. As a father, I'm deeply concerned with his health and the well-being of Mr. Smith. That being said, I'm very upset that any of this happened, but my main concern is that now is that Mr. Smith will be making speedy recovery. I apologize on his behalf and to Kick for the situation. I get you're trying to like play and be better. I don't like this is the thing. This is the thing I don't like. I don't like when people try to put everything on the parent. Raja is a grown ass man, by the way he picked that nigga up and slammed him. He's a grown ass man. Why does my camera look like that? I'm too black, my bad. But I don't like when people try to get mad at the parent when the parent is just trying to take up. But he's not. He literally says he doesn't. First, he said Raja just had a concussion while training earlier this week. He's a personal fighter. All this, all that. I'm concerned with his health and the well-being of Mr. Smith. Not just his health. He already just had a concussion. So I don't like when people just try to be like, "Well, that's your fucking son. Why didn't you do anything? Why didn't you?" That's your fucking son. No, like, bro, come on, bro. Raja is a grown ass man. He's grown. He knows right from wrong. And it's like, part of me, I think what I heard, he was hit in the head by him. First of all, no, I think I seen it. First of all, this nigga, I'm not. What Raja did, it was terrible. He beat a man. He slammed the shit out of him. I understand if he would have slammed the shit out of him, but he slammed that nigga so bad, hit back of the head, bam, unconscious. Kept on going. Let's keep on going. Boom, 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 boom. He keep on beating this nigga ass. That's unexcusable. So yes, I'm not going to be on Raja's side. But at the same exact time, when I had learned that this nigga, Stuart Smith, Raja already had a concussion. Let's start, before all this, oh my gosh, I'm not taking it for nobody's side. I'm on Bed's side. I'm on God's side. He decided, out of his mind, he went up to Raja, hit him on the side of the head with a fucking beer can. Hit him on the side of his head. On the side of his head. Raja had a concussion before that. So how would people feel if Stuart Smith hit Raja upside his head and he had a seizure and he had a concussion? Because he already had a concussion days before. Well, we get all his backlash. Oh, he just knocked him up and killed him. No, he'd be like, they would be like, that's Rampage Jackson's son. Bam. Stuart Smith basically started it, and Raja basically finished it. Actions have consequences. He hit him upside his head, and then I don't know. It's like, but I do not. No, I don't like violence. I would not do anything like that. He beat a man unconscious.
So I don't know what misinformation he thinks he's clearing up with this. He's just agreeing with what everyone else is saying.
My bad.
That his son went fucking berserk. I guess maybe the misinformation demon that he was exercising here was about his son actually getting like the permission for payback on Psycho Stu for an earlier confrontation. And what he's referring to there is they had like a little beef before the event started, and someone had told Raja Jackson that he could like double leg takedown Psycho Stu in the ring and then throw like a fake punch, and that would be it to like settle the beef and create like this storyline. But Raja Jackson on stream, on camera, says that he is going to hurt Psycho Stu. He said he will not stop punching him until people will yank him off of him. So he took that like pseudo invite, like green light to be involved in the wrestling event, as a permission slip to go brutally assault this man and beat him within an inch of his life. Like, I think you could also make a case that this is attempted murder. This was premeditated assault that he planned on not stopping at any point until third parties intervened. Like, I really think you could make like a real argument that he had went in there with the full intentions of killing Psycho Stu.
Bro, stop. Moist critical. I fuck with you. You're my geyser. You're my geyser. Of fucking course. I just don't like the aspect of he didn't show up there to just go fuck with people. I don't know the full story. I don't fuck with Kick. I am a Twitch streamer. Shout out to Aiden. I'm a Twitch streamer. I don't be on Kick at all. It's just I don't like the fact that people think he was went in there premeditated. I need to know some more information. I don't know what the fuck happened. I was just thinking he went there like to I was thinking he just went there for an event, but then someone hit him upside his head, so I guess he retaliated. That's what I was thinking, and that's what I've been seeing, what I've been hearing. Right? Okay. But then it's people. Then it's people pulling the race card. That's the thing about this whole entire situation. I hate when all this happens. You have a dude who hit me upside my head with a beer bottle that I already had a concussion and could have knocked me out, right? Could have knocked me out. He's white and he's black. White dude hits a black dude upside the head. He could have knocked him out, right? The black dude goes in, slams shit out of him, and get the beating in the nigga ass, which is totally uncalled for because he beat him while he was unconscious, right? Then people calling people, it's always what rhymes with Tigger. It's always those Tiggers doing what Tiggers do. That's why I don't like Facebook. All you see on fucking Facebook when you see black people being successful, you see Kyson that, you see me just doing all types of good things. Oh, why do all these Tiggers just get gold chains? Why do all these Tiggers get nice cars? Why all these Tiggers sag their pants? Why all these Tiggers, that's all you remind you. Whatever rhymes with Tigger, it is. That's what I don't like, bro. That's all you see, bro.
That's what it looks like to me.
Tell you guys this, they told me to hit him and just leave. Somebody who pulled me off of him will leave. I'm telling you, I'm gonna hit him as many times as I can. Watch.
That's indefensible. You can see him literally planning it off the back of them giving him like the instructions for a work where he'd come in and he'd deliver like a hit, like a fake hit, and then he'd be pulled off and that'd be the end of it. And he is saying, but watch this, I'm going to keep punching him. Like, he is blatantly stating this. It is very clearly a premeditated assault. And like I said, I really think his goal was to kill Psycho Stu there. It really seems like that was his mission. And you can't chalk this up to confusion where he was directed to do something but then just went a little far, like, mistakenly. He is, with his own voice, his own vocal folds, flapping with their own volition here. He is stating, they told me to do this, but instead, I'm going to do this. I'm going to punch him as many times as I possibly can. He is stating clearly that they told him one thing, and he is not doing that. Instead, he is going to punch the shit out of him, beat him within an inch of his life. You can't possibly say that he just got confused with the stage directions here of the storyline. He is saying that he is going to go punch him as many times as possible and disregard what they said he is permitted to do, like what they planned on. It is premeditated assault by every possible definition. Now, what started all of this, and I've seen people joking about it like, oh, haha, Raja Jackson must not know that wrestling is fake, and he thought the heel was being mean to his favorite babyface, so he took matters into his own hands, tee-hee-hee. But what actually happened is Raja Jackson was touring the event and meeting the wrestlers backstage, and of course the wrestlers are all playing characters, and when it comes to wrestling, there's a little something called kayfabe. And so they are going to portray their character to the best of their ability and keep everything as authentic and genuine as possible. And Psycho Stu was in character and misunderstood that Raja Jackson was not a worker in the event.
Worried
Okay.
about him.
That's
You
Psycho
be
Stu.
worried about Psycho Stu.
Psycho Stu.
What, you don't know me?
Hell no. Yeah.
Hey, I think that's a little.
Oh, see, come on now. You gotta remember. He thought he was a worker. But that's the thing, bro. You can't do that, bro. Cause like that's kind of come on, bro. I don't know, bro. If I'm keeping it a bean, I'm keeping it a bean. If I'm at an event and someone picks up a beer can and cracks you on the side of my head, bro, I'm not going to be like, bro, I'm not going to be like, dude, you're funny. No, I'm going to beat the shit out of them. I'm gonna fuck him up. Because it's like a point to like, you got to realize, oh, is he actually a part of the team? I never seen him. I'll be like, I never seen him. But you feel me? I'm not gonna go. I'm not fucking with that, bro. But I understand psycho pussy or what. My bad. I'm not trying to disrespect. I don't know his name. Psychowitz. I understand Psychowitz. His intentions, but you gotta realize not every.
Oh, you don't sell it? He's not a fucking worker, bro. Calm down.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
You're good.
What the fuck was that?
You don't sell it? Dude, he's not a fucking worker, bro.
What the fuck was that? Hold on. I don't play that shit, bro.
Oh, sorry.
Nah, I will fuck him
we're
up,
good.
bro.
I know you will.
No.
We're good.
And he takes it way too far when he takes a beer can. I don't know if it's like a real beer can or like one of those breakaway like stunt ones, but he takes it and he crushes it on Raja Jackson's head.
That was not a crush. He literally busted that shit on top of that nigga head, bro. Come on.
Then you can see him get really fired up about it, and all the other wrestlers are also saying to Psycho Stu, like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? He's not like a worker here or anything. That was too far. And that's what started this.
Okay.
And then Raja Jackson waited until their match. Then he stormed in and then beat him potentially to death for it. Now, I think if Raja Jackson had swung on Psycho Stu after the beer can thing, you could definitely make a strong case that he was acting in self-defense. Because that is unexpected, it was unprovoked, and it was kind of a crazy thing for Psycho Stu to do, not knowing for sure if Raja Jackson was a worker.
That's why I was just saying that. Oh, okay, I get what you're saying, my guy. I get what you're saying. If he would have, so I feel like he should have deaded that right then and there because he did take it overboard. I feel like he should just knock that nigga out right then and there instead of like prolonging it and letting it go until, you feel me, that's kind of too much. You feel me? I wouldn't push it to the max. I would rather you smash the beer can on my head, I'm gonna fuck you up. Simple as that. But now it's get taken to the case of like you're kind of overdoing it. You feel me?
Worker in the event or not. It was a bad judgment call for sure from Stu. And he was just like way too fucking committed to being the heel. Like he was really deep into his method acting like fucking Shia LaBeouf style, and he did the beer can thing and it was definitely over the line. But here's something a lot of people aren't showing enough of, that Psycho Stu was very apologetic when he learned that Raja Jackson was not a worker at the event. He apologized 3 times. They shook hands multiple times, and Raja said, like, hey, it's good, I get it. Multiple times. Meanwhile, he was just, like, bubbling with anger, waiting for his chance to fucking assault this man.
So fucking seal that.
Yeah. Hey, yeah.
I'm sorry, bro. Hey, it's gonna all work out.
Yeah, hello. I appreciate it.
I didn't know. I just thought you were a worker. Camera.
I get it.
We're gonna work it out. Well, he's gonna come out on your mat, Zeus. I know you keep thinking we're working. We're always working.
I get it. Yeah. I get it now. Now you
You know what I'm saying? We're always working.
What a fucking worm. This is some slimy behavior here. This is some turbo ass. Raja Jackson is now pretending that he understands and forgives Psycho Stu, who is very apologetic, mind you, and he's explaining, like, look, I saw the cameras, I thought that this was like another work, that we were building a storyline, this and that, and Raja Jackson's like, no, I get it, and he's like shaking his hand and everything. Meanwhile, he is actively planning of assaulting this man, beating him unconscious and fucking leaving him eating meals through a straw. as he is like pretending to let bygones be bygones here and that they're on good terms. That's fucking unhinged. Now, before showing you some more of the aftermath here, let me introduce you to Psycho Stu. I think you should get a little bit of the lore behind this wrestler that Raja Jackson beat so severely, hospitalizing in the ICU, and apparently caused to flatline in the ring.
Pro in 2009. I had just got out of the military, probably about 6 months earlier. I got out of the military, I joined Knox Pro, you know, because I needed something to
I know about all of
focus on.
this. I know about the, you know, he was in the military. I respect everybody who serves. I thank you for your service. But, oh my gosh, you see what I be talking about, bro. I understand what he did. Okay, yeah, I feel like he should get in trouble. I feel like it should be some time behind that. But, bro, come on, dude. That's like a lot, bro. So I feel like he should probably. I don't know how the justice system works. I don't know how this works. But he did fuck him up. And I hope and I pray that he's gonna get better. He's gonna recover soon. But that was fucking kind of crazy though, like in my opinion. Yes, psychopath. I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to fuck up your name like on purpose. I just don't. Psycho you, or last name Smith, Mr. Smith. I'm gonna say Mr. Smith. Like respect you, like Mr. Smith. That like I pray that you're gonna be great. You get back into full shape and form. I understand like your misjudgment and everything like that. But on Rogers' end, that's fucked up. But please, I don't like the idea of getting mad at the parent, get mad at the person who actually committed the actions. That's what a lot of people don't do. They get mad at they get mad. Like let's say if your father goes out and kills 10 people, why are you getting mad at the child? Now the child can't live a regular life because off of what my dad did, bro. That's so fucking crazy. But, oh my gosh, this is hard because I never actually witnessed nothing like this. But this is fucking crazy, bro. But yes, he served in the Marines and then he got out and he had PTSD and he started like, you know, the gimmick of wrestling like WWE to get over the sense of, you know, it just made him feel like a home, if that makes
Needed
sense.
something for them to readjust into civilian life coming from the life of the military. I'm an American soldier that suffers from PTSD. Being in front of a crowd, it doesn't give me as much anxiety and aggression as I thought it would.
Yeah. Psycho Stu is a veteran who was suffering from PTSD and found wrestling as a means of escapism and fell in love with the sport. And now is currently hospitalized in the ICU, but apparently is stable, so hopefully Rampage Jackson is accurate with that claim that he is alive and stable. That would be wonderful news. But what an unbelievable set of circumstances that led to his hospitalization here. Yes, he made a mistake with Rampage Jackson's son here, not knowing whether or not he was a worker and still building the storyline anyway under the impression he was. But it's not a mistake that should have led to something like this, especially when he did everything in his power to try and rectify it and try and apologize for his mistake and explain why it happened and ensure that it was totally unintentional and there wasn't meant to be any bad blood or anything. And he thought that he did accomplish that, but clearly Raja Jackson didn't actually think so. He was just acting. Raja Jackson was flexing his thespian.
Shout out to Moist Critical. I want to actually have like my say on this before I end the video. Poor judgment, like I said, like, ooh, you don't know what can be happening with anybody. Like the poor sense of judgment, of course. He's seen the camera. Oh, yeah, felt it, like doing the bit. You know how John Cena would be doing, but he wouldn't really. You get that. It's just a sense of you don't know. You can be joking with somebody you trying to go for a bit. You be acting, but the next person will not know what the fuck is going on. Because like it would have been way worse if he just like what if he like just came up you guys like if I just was there and I didn't know what was going on, I'm just torn and I get smacked with a beer can, and then as soon as you do that I up a gun and I shoot him and I kill him. Like how would that be off of someone hitting me with a beer can, you know? But you don't know what's going on. that would be a different situation. But the fact that Raja decided, oh, it's all good, and I get that. A lot of people do that in real life. And like in real life, you'd be like, oh my gosh, you just fucked my girl. You just fucked my girl, bro. Oh, bro, it's all good. It's all good. Next you know, you turn his back up, and the next you know, the person's getting killed because the idea of it's all good. If it's all good, you should have left it there. You could have fell for the bit, a little fake kick, a little fake John Cena kick, attitude adjustment, do some Shawn Michaels shit, but like, I would have understood doing that shit. Then, you laugh it off, oh yeah, my bad, bro, just some little shit like that. But you went overboard, gang. I feel like you should get, I don't know, I just don't know how this is gonna play out. But I pray that Mr. Smith is great. Like how Rampage Jackson so-called said, I pray that he's great and doing just fine. I pray for his mental. I pray he gets back and shakes back right. May God bless his heart. May God wrap his arms around him and bring him back together. I promise you that. And Raja, on the other hand, like I said, you had a concussion, but your actions have consequences, gang. Thank you for coming to this video. I really, down in the chat, pray Dr. Mr. Smith, I pray everything shakes back right. I don't really know too much. I hope, because one of my supporters, they sent me out, did you see the thing with Roger Jackson and stuff like that? So I pray everything shakes back right. Thank you for joining the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Please give me your thoughts on this. I promise I'll read everything. I really support everybody's opinion. So with that being said, I'll see you guys when you see you guys. Actually, before we go, Twitch link down in bio. We are on a path to hit affiliate. I really appreciate you all who been supporting me on TikTok. Follow my TikTok. We're on the road to 3K, which is crazy. We were just like a month ago. We was at literally 600 followers. With that said, God bless you all. I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Peace. Twitch streams every single night.